Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Aniya K, and I'm back with another video. Period. I'm doing a highly requested video of my soft girl makeup. I posted this video on TikTok and it went viral. Girls want to know about the products, they want to know what I use, they want a more in-depth tutorial. So of course I'm gonna give it to them. So if you're new to my channel, hey girl, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and join my tribe, okay? Because we be having a time over here, period. I'm not gonna do too much talking, I'm just gonna get right into the video. Key to a flawless base and a flawless face is skin prep, okay? Let's get into it. All products will be listed below in the description. I also do have a product list listed on Instagram as well, so make sure that y'all check that out. First, I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, and then I go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I got a lot of questions asking about how do I like these two together. I love them together. I feel like they go hand in hand. I would never use one without the other. These will have your makeup stuck and just looking really good. I dry that in so that can settle. After that, we go in with the Power Grip Primer. When I'm doing my makeup, I try not to touch my face at all. You really shouldn't have a reason to be touching your face. So I use a square foundation brush to apply the primer all over the face. While I let this kind of dry on its own, I'm gonna go in with my NYX brow glue. Shape my eyebrows on how I want them to be before I fill them in. I don't know where I got this from. I was sent this in PR from Tarte. I'll check Amazon for this, and if I can find it for y'all, I'll link it below. Make sure our primer is nice and dry. So I'm not a foundation girly, I only use concealer. This is Born This Way in the shade Caramel. These are just my placements. It's the caramel right here and here. Everything else I use Tarte in the shade Tan Deep Sand. I put that in the middle of these two. I do the bridge of my nose. And I do all my highlight points. And we also want to let that kind of sit. You don't want to blend that in as soon as you put it on. I go in with my contour. For contour, I take the Fenty Beauty contour stick in the shade Truffle. I go across the forehead, down the sides, and then I do my nose as well. Right here. Kind of do a little down here, but really not too much. And then we blend out the forehead. And again, this is like a soft makeup routine, so I don't overdo the product. Like, I don't use too much because I want my face to just look very soft. I guess you could say this is like the look for the summertime, where you just don't want to do too much to the face but you still want it to eat. Yeah, I'm gonna blend out my nose contour with a Real Technique brush, and this is the shading brush. You are probably gonna get a little bit of concealer on the brush while you blend in, but that's okay. It doesn't make a difference. Now we're gonna go in and blend our concealer. So for the concealer to blend, I use the Deluxe Crease Brush. And I try to keep it really light. I don't want to move it all around. I just want it to stay right in the spot that I put it in. And then when you're blending out underneath the eye, you want to have a really light hand. You don't want to be blending in too hard. And I don't like to move it all over my face. I like to keep it right in the area that it's in. And make sure you're kind of looking up when you do it. And I do take it all the way up. Just like that. Okay, and you're gonna do the same thing to the other side. I'll go in with one size translucent. I'm just gonna put a little bit inside of the top. I'm gonna take my Real Technique. This is the setting brush, and I'm gonna set underneath my eyes. So once I have some, I kind of just dab it onto my hand just to get that excess, and I just tap, and then I go in and I set. Just to get that extra off. And take that and set the other side. Now that we've set, I go in with blush. I use NARS in the shade Torrid, and I take the blush brush from Real Technique, and we just lightly tap it in there. Get that excess off, and we hit right on our cheek areas. And I do like to take mine up. Smiling also helps to make sure that you're really hitting that cheekbone. I like to go in with the Fenty Beauty bronzer in Mocha Mami. Take the contour brush and I just lightly dab in that because this is very pigmented, so you definitely don't want to overdo it. And I kind of just like lightly brush the parts that I contoured. And I do go over the powder. I like to go in with my Fit Me powder in the shade 235. And I just use this just to kind of brighten up just a little bit more. Also dab that off onto the hand. And then I kind of just press in here. And like I said, this is kind of just to highlight just a little bit more. Take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, and I just set her in and dry her a little bit. Go in with one size setting spray. For brows, I go in with the Benefit Precise Brow Pencil, and this is in the number 5. And I just lightly fill in my brows to my liking. Then I take my Tarte concealer, put a little bit on the back of my hand. Detailer brush from Real Technique. And I only go on the ends of my brow. I don't go all the way to the front. So I just and while I let that sit, I go in and do bottom lashes, and I use the Tarte Tubing Mascara in black. Then I take a essential crease brush and I just blend this out and I just drag it to the front of the brow. For lips, I take the Buxom lip liner in Creamy Chocolate. This is my favorite lip liner. I also love the MAC lip liner in Chestnut, but this is my favorite right now. It glides on so easily and it's so creamy. I go in with my Tarte Lip Plumping. You do pump it up, and this is in the shade Primrose. And I love these so much because they're so pigmented and so creamy. And then I take my Dior lip oil, and this is in the shade Coral. And I just go over that with this. And that's it. This is my soft girl makeup routine. Very easy, not too many products. Quick, no foundation. And it looks like you almost have like a full beat when you don't. Once again, all products will be listed below. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. And turn on your post notifications so you can be notified every time I drop a brand new video. I'm Aniya K, and I'm signing out. Love.